Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis of the 2017-18 AFC Wild-Card game between the Buffalo Bills and Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, as many of you may know, both these teams have recently, ended a very long playoff drought, especially the Bills. They had like 17 consecutive seasons not making the playoffs, and then Jaguars like 8. So, kudos to both these teams. You look at both these teams because of that. You likely don't have an abundance of playoff experience on either side. It is going to be in Jacksonville. Jacksonville was 6-2 at home this season. The Bills were 3-5 on the road. The Bills go in on a little bit of a flourish. They won 3 of their last 4 games, including that last game against Miami, like 22-16. And Jacksonville, on the other hand, they've lost their last 2. They go in the playoffs a little bit on a slide. They lost to the Titans last week, and then they got thumped by, I think it was 49ers the week before. And, this game really could be a toss-up. If you look at it like based on what I've stated up to this point, but I do believe Jacksonville will win this one. Jacksonville, right now, okay, not only because they have the good home record. One of their losses was, of course, to the Titans, which it seems like the Titans, for whatever perplexing reason, just have the Jags number. But anyway, and also when I look at this matchup, I think that the key in this game is going to be the offensive lines of both teams versus the defensive lines of the others. You look at Jacksonville. Now, Jacksonville has not given up an overabundance of sacks this season, and Buffalo does not have many defensive sacks. The offensive line, I see Jacksonville giving Blake Bortles tremendous protection in this game. On the other side of the coin, the Buffalo Bills have allowed like 47 sacks this season, and Jacksonville finished second at 55 defensive sacks in the league. Calais Campbell, they had like 17 sacks this season. They are going, that is where I believe this game is going to be won and lost, really. I think Jacksonville will overpower Buffalo as far as their offensive line versus Buffalo's defensive line and vice versa. I think Jacksonville's defensive front is going to dominate the offensive line for Buffalo. And Buffalo has really not been a very strong scoring team this season. I don't even think they average 19 points per game this season. And you look at the Jaguars, they are right up there in total and scoring defense. And I just feel that Buffalo is going to have such a hard time putting a number of sustained drives together in this game. Buffalo is basically, they've been winning on virtually smoke and mirrors. And I have nothing against Buffalo. I'm from New York originally. Buffalo is one of the New York teams. I really hope I'm wrong. I really would like to see Buffalo go into Jacksonville and win this game, but I think Jacksonville, especially losing their last 2 games, they're going to be a little incensed, and they're going to take this out on the Buffalo Bills, I think, unfortunately, in this one. And anyway, this is just a matchup really where it's going to be 2 teams that don't have that strong playoff experience, but really on virtue of the home field for Jacksonville, coupled with the fact that their offensive line is going to be better, I think, than Buffalo's defensive line and vice versa. I think for all those reasons, it's safe to say, for me, that Jacksonville should emerge victorious in this matchup. So I do like the Jags to win this one over the Buffalo Bills at home. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment for my pick and analysis for the 2017-18 AFC Wild-Card matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.